welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jim and let's get to it. So today we're diving into another Game of Thrones book tag, so let's go. Question number 1 in this tag is House Lannister, and that is Hear Me Roar, and that is name a book that you originally loved, but upon rereading it, you decide that you didn't love it so much anymore. And I have picked Crooked Kingdom for this one, mainly because it is just not as good as Six of Crows. Like, I read them back to back, or listened to them back to back, and I was like, you know what? Six of Crows is just elite compared to Crooked Kingdom. Like, Crooked Kingdom just feels like they're like walking around, having no idea what's going on, no clue, and all this backstory stuff, well, not really backstory, but things happening in the background, and it's just not really explained how we get there. Question number 2 in this tag is House Stark, Winter is Coming, and what is your most anticipated release for 2025? And mine is Sunrise on Reaping Day, or The Reaping. Sunrise on the Reaping. I know the title of that book, totally. I'm very keen for it. Question number 3 is House Targaryen, Fire and Blood, and that is name a book that you think completely slayed with fantastic characters, plot, and etc. And I am picking A Man Called Ove. Like, I feel like people really don't like that book, but I feel like it's so good. It's such a statement on life, and like, as you get older and the terrible things that happen, and from where you came from, like, you look back and look how far you've come. Like, it's just about life and like the joys and the tragedy that it is, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I wish more people liked it. I know that a lot of people don't, but I do. Question number 4 in this tag is House Baratheon, The Fury is Ours, and that is a book that has a cliffhanger that genuinely pissed you off, and I am picking In the Time We Lost. Time travel is a bitch, and I don't like it. I don't know if it's time travel or like a Groundhog Day, and I guess maybe it was a statement for what was going on in the author's life when it happened. Like, you think that this is the person you're meant to spend the rest of your life with, and then that's not the case. Sorry, spoiler. But yeah, it's fucked. I don't like it, but like, I do at the same time. But it wasn't even a cliffhanger. It's just sort of like the end of the book pissed me off. Question number 5 is House Martell, Unbound, Unbent, Unbroken. And that is name a book that's been on your TBR since the beginning of time, and that is the Throne of Glass series, which is right there. Haunting my days forever. That's, Twilight's there, but it's just there is ACOTAR, which is fantastic, and then the Throne of Glass series, which I don't know if I want to pick up, based because I didn't like the first one. But then again, ACOTAR, I didn't like the first one either, and then I ended up liking the others, so it is a problem. Question number 6 in this tag is House Bolton, Our Blades Are Sharp. And that is pick a book that has a disturbing scene or that has like freaked you out the most, and I am picking These Violent Delights, mainly because like the beginning of it and like a few of the scenes throughout it are like so morbid, and also I couldn't tell what was going on with the creature. There was just a lot of very spooky scenes in that book that I'm like, my brain just went on a tangent with them and took me down a very dark route. Question number 7, which is the last question in this tag, is House Tyrell, Growing Strong, and that is name a book that gets better with each reread, and I am picking The Hunger Games for this one, which I know sounds a bit morbid, but it's one of like my most favorite series to read, mainly because I love Katniss as the protagonist. Like, she is just so good. She's a bit problematic, but mostly good, and I think like my favorite thing as I read it, as I go back to it each time, is her falling into like the hero role and all the tropey sort of stuff. But I think it's like, she doesn't even want like the revolution to happen, but she falls into place and like becomes such a strong leader and character by the end of it, that I just really like her character arc, because she initially doesn't even know what she's doing when she whips out the berries, but she ends up like following it through to the end, and just really falling into that, like the tropiest thing of all. But I really do like the series, and I always go back to it because it's so awesome, and it's like such a morbid premise, but it's a really good dystopian and I like it. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe because it's always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.